Hey everybody, what is going on? My name is, as you may or may not know, Rundown. And I hope everyone is doing well. Today is the 1st of January, so happy New Year's Day to everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone had a very safe New Year's Eve. No one decided to drink and then immediately go outside and start driving. I mean, you could always have a sip of alcohol and then go driving. I think that's completely fine, but if you're going to drink an entire bottle of vodka and then go driving, well, you know. Yeah, that's not a good move. So hey, this is a non-Legend of Dragoon video. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to trying to do some more of these where I just kind of sit down, have a conversation with you guys. We talk about nothing. We talk about something. I don't know. Ultimately, I just sit here and end up talking for 20-30 minutes about nothing. But this way, I'm not like playing a game. This is me kind of just sitting here talking about my life or rants about this here or another, and give my opinion on current events, things that happened in my life, or I don't know, maybe things I heard that other people were doing. I don't know. Ultimately, this is just another one of my little rant videos, so hopefully you enjoy, and I'm going to go and get started into today's fun topic, which I'll probably talk about two things because this video otherwise would be very dreadfully boring if all I did was talk about one thing the entire time. But the game I'm going to probably end up talking most about is probably Smite, even though I'm playing, God, what is it, Shadows of Morrowind? No, that's not right. Is it Morrowind? No. That's Elder Scrolls, dude. What is this, Shadows of Mordor? I don't remember, dude. Anyway, I'm just sitting here watching, I sat here and watched me play the game first, so I just, like, knew what I was doing. And I'm kind of like, man, I should reinstall this game. This game was fun when I played it. Anyway, squeaky chair is squeaky. So the thing I want to talk about in today's, I guess, video was the topic of try-harding versus the topic of playing games casually. And is there really a right or wrong way to play video games? Because it was an interesting topic that someone ended up kind of bringing up to me. So the way this was brought up to me was I was playing Smite with one of my friends, and when we were picking our characters, I forget what I picked, it wasn't important, but I picked a character and my friend asked me what he should pick. You know, he said, like, should I pick a, you know, damage or whatever? Anyway, he ended up asking me what he should play, and I think my exact, hi, how do you do, guys? I think my exact response was, I really don't care, you should play whatever your heart desires, I think was exactly what I ended up telling him. So he ended up saying, oh, well, you know, I want a good team composition. Oh, you know, I want us to win this match. And I rebutted with, well, I've played, you know, 5,000 hours of this game for 10 years. You know, I really don't care anymore about wins or losses. I just play the game to have fun. And he said, oh, well, you know, I play because I want to win. I play to be good at the game and, you know, be better than other people. And that really just got me kind of thinking, you know, is there just in the idea of theory, is there theoretically a best way to enjoy playing video game, or is there a way to, like, play video games to get the most out of them? You know, is his mentality wrong? Is his mentality right, and is mine wrong? You know, that's just, it kind of got me thinking, and I thought, well, you know, here we have a game like Smite, which is a very, very competitive game. There's a very high skill gap in Smite. Like, if you were to just pick up and play Smite, it's a game that, like, if you were to play, if you're a noob and you've never played Smite before, and you were to play against somebody who had, let's say, 5,000 hours of experience on the game, you would never win. Like, it's just impossible. You know, it's like if you were someone who never played StarCraft before, and you were to play against somebody who, you know, has played, it was a grandmaster, you know, goes to tournaments and stuff, and you were to play against them, you're gonna lose. You know, you are never going to take a game off this person, just never. You know, maybe after like hundreds of hours, maybe after like 100 hours or something, you may be able to, like, take a game if he starts, like, kind of messing around. But if this dude plays perfectly, because that's the thing, like, you're just gonna, like, it's just a high skill cap game, right? Is what I'm trying to say. And I've played Smite for like it's almost 10 years, however long the game's been out, how long the game has been since closed beta, as long as I have played the game. And I've played it a variety of different methods. I've played the game at a competitive level. I've played the game very, very casually, and I've stopped playing the game. I've played the game, you know, a whole bunch of times back to back to back before. I've played the game with friends. I've played the game solo. I've played the game almost any way that the game can be played. And I would say that the most enjoyable time for me whenever I played the game was when I was either with friends, but when I wasn't playing the game seriously. I would say playing competitively, like where we would try to win all the time, we would like practice team comps and stuff. That certainly had its appeal. You know, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I didn't have fun when I was playing that, because I certainly did enjoy it. There were elements of it that I found fun and engaging. You know, I wouldn't have done it if I feel like I didn't enjoy it. But ultimately, it wasn't something that ever really stuck with me. It wasn't something I was like, oh my god, I really want to play Smite competitively again. Because I mean, I had the most fun, I would say, playing Smite when I quote retired. When I was like, you know what, I'm only ever going to play this game to relax, and you know, I'm only going to play the characters I want to play. I don't care about team comp. You know, I'm that guy you get in your team that, you know, you guys have 3 mages, I pick the 4th, or you guys have 2 mages, I pick the 3rd mage, and I just don't care, you know. I mean, that's not entirely true. Like, I'll play, you know, support if I feel like, oh yeah, support would go really well with our team comp. I feel like I'd have the most fun playing support because we have enough damage on the team. You know, like, I'm not like an idiot about the whole thing. I still, you know, I'm still intelligent. I know what team comps work and what team comps don't. But the individual that I was playing with, you know, he has his own ideas, and he has his own impressions on what a good team composition is, and, you know, how much damage each person should have, and, you know, he thinks he's the bee's knees when it comes to playing this game, which is fine, you know, whatever. I don't care. I've played with worse. Yeah, like worse egoed people. And no offense to him. I'm not saying he has like an ego or anything, but I've played with people who think they're just the hottest shit, you know. But the point that I just like tried to make is, I don't think that there's like a way to play video games that you ultimately get the most value out of, because like, or the most enjoyment out of, because I think everyone enjoys video games. It's very subjective, you know, on what exactly you enjoy. You know, there are people who play football but don't want to play pro or something, you know, like they just probably enjoy playing with like their neighborhood or just recreationally, you know, which, I mean, that's a thing. Now people seem to know this. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, you can play football recreationally and not want to, you know, go play for the Steelers or something. I'm sorry, guys, I'm talking about American football, so if you are a foreign viewer, you're going to be like, what is it? It's soccer, guys. As an American Kate Kona, I think that'd be them there soccer. That's right, feller. Sorry, my American was showing. But like I was saying, there isn't really like a perfect way, I think, to enjoy video games. I think that's ultimately where a lot of conflicts can come from, because there's multiple different ways to enjoy something, you know. I hate to keep going back to Smite, but it really is like the best example I can really give. But it's like, to go back to Smite, like they're definitely people that sit down to play Smite, and, you know, they really don't care what team comp is. They're just there to play it, enjoy it. And there's people who also enjoy playing video games to like mess around and not, you know, play the game the way it was intended. You know, they want to do 5 mages. You know, they want to have the wacky, silly team comps. They want to do like the spam laughing, and they're very social outside of that. And then you get the try-hard people who want to try to tell you how you should build your character, and you know, how you should level this ability, and how you shouldn't be here, and how you should ward, and, you know, blah 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 blah. Like, dude, I'm so past that whole mentality. I do not care anymore. I think even just today I had somebody try to tell me how to use, like, it tickles me. It really does when people try to tell me how to play Smite. Like, I do not play the game perfectly. I do not want to play the game perfectly, and I do not care to play the game perfectly, because I know that's impossible. I don't play the game to be like super good at it, and it just kills me how every single person, I feel like, in the Smite community has some kind of opinion on how I play and how it should be better. Like, no one seems to be productive. They're always negative, and like, the person just told me, like, because I was playing a character and I used my ultimate on a kill that I guess looking back on it, yeah, they were probably dead to rights anyway, but I mean, I still used my ult anyway because I wanted the kill. I wanted to guarantee it. And the person on the team told me I shouldn't use my ultimate like that in order to get kills. And it just made me think about this whole idea of, you know, is there really a right way to play the game versus like a wrong way to play the game? And I feel like there is a right and wrong way to play the game. I really do. I feel like the wrong way is to not have fun, and I feel like the right way is playing the game and enjoying it. You know, but the conflict that you're going to run into is, well, what if me enjoying the game, just like real life, what if me enjoying the game means you don't enjoy it? You know, what if I enjoy playing 5 mages, you know, which isn't really all that good, whereas you want to have, you know, 1 tank, 1 warrior, 1 mage, 1 attack damage carry, and 1 assassin. You know, you want to play the most boring game archetype that there is, this, like, by paper, the most uneventful game. Well, I think that's fine. You know, that's something that you can strive for. You can absolutely, what's called flex pick, which is like, you know, you pick a character that can play multiple different roles. But I don't feel like it's fair to expect that from other people. I feel like if that's your mentality, to play a video game, but like want to play it at a level where everyone has a certain team comp or everyone's playing more seriously, well, good news is most developers take you into account when they put in a ranked mode. But the problem with Smite is that's not always available. You know, there's ranked modes where it isn't available for a certain game type, or I'm trying to think something else for, like, or like maybe the game just doesn't have a ranked feature to it, or it's a team-based game mode and you just don't have people to play with. You know, for that, I think, like, if you want to play a game like that where everyone is trying super duper hard to win, everyone's trying to pick like an optimal team composition, well, then I would encourage this person to find players who also think that way and want to. I'm sorry. My phone, everything is just going off. I know you can't hear it, but like Discord's going off and stuff. I really should mute that when I do commentaries, and I apologize in advance. But I feel like this person should definitely try to look for more people who agree with him and want to have games like that. Because I feel like that's just going to be like a difference on just what exactly we enjoy about the game. But the thing is, you can also use this idea of playing the video game also in just real life in general. You know, what if the way I enjoy my life is just by taking it, you know, not very seriously, you know, just having fun with it. But I also think like that's how you should take life anyway. You should, life is a game, you know. Life isn't something that you should take super duper seriously. At least, like, there's definitely parts that, yeah, there certainly should be serious parts of life, but I don't think life is ever meant to be taken so seriously. After all, life is just a game. I feel like you start to take life too seriously when you start to have the mentality of, oh my god, it's possible I could lose. You know, like, well, obviously, you know, you can't win every single game. You know, I think Alan Watts makes a good point of, you know, you start to lose when you start to think, oh, well, black might win, you know, like I have to, light has to win, you know, white has to win because black cannot win, and that's simply not true. You can't have white without black. You can't have wins without losses. If you win, it implies that it was possible for you to lose. Otherwise, what's the point of playing a game? No one wants to play a game where they're gonna win every single time. That's not fun. It's not a game at that point. You're not actually playing. You know? So if you know that it's possible to lose, in fact, the more likely it is to lose, in my opinion, sometimes the more fun the game. It should be a matter of like skill that you win this game or that you enjoy it. I try to think like back to Assassin's Creed when I'm not trying to flex or anything, but when I would play the game and we would, you know, sometimes play all night and never lose a game. I wouldn't say that was really boring because I enjoyed hanging out with my friends more so than anything else, and we enjoyed doing wacky, silly stuff and seeing what we could get away with. So that was fun, but it becomes one of those kind of deals. Like if I played Smite, right, and I won every single game, in my opinion, that would be just as bad as losing every single game, because it's not satisfying. I'm not actually winning, in my opinion. You know what I mean? It's like when I don't know. It's like when an enemy team surrenders at 10 minutes and it's like a close game. It's like, well, you know, you don't always know the full story. There could be someone on the team who's just very, very toxic and no one wants to continue to play with this person. They'd rather, you know, move on and report him. That could absolutely be a thing. But I don't know. I really don't know where I really wanted to end up finishing this idea, besides simply express just my own thought process on it. But I think, you know, when I was younger, yeah, I definitely wanted to win games, and I would get, you know, I'd get mad that this person, you know, wasn't playing the game super duper serious. And I think, sorry, I'm picking up something. Pick up my paper clip that I dropped on the floor. And, you know, to an extent, I still get a little upset if I see somebody just completely throwing the game. You know, there's a difference when if you're gonna play a game and just throw it. Also, if you're taking a shot every time I say play the game, or anything involving games or something, then you are probably dead by now, and I apologize. I'm going to try to use a different turn of phrase. So, what's that turn of phrase? Okay, yeah, here's a good one. So anytime you're just waxing the bike. That's a bad turn of phrase. Don't do that. God, like I said, I really don't know how I wanted to end this, besides to just kind of say, don't take games or even life all that seriously. You know, accept the fact that you're going to lose, and it's the facts that you could lose is what makes your victories all that more impressive and all that worthwhile. Like, if you couldn't lose, then what's the point of playing? You know what I mean? And I think that's why a lot of people really enjoy watching, like, challenge runs of Pokemon, where they only use one character, or where they only use one move, or I had a theory, not a theory, but I had a saying a long time ago. It's the slay the dragon mentality. You know what I mean? Where, no, actually, let me explain it, because I literally said it's the slay the dragon mentality, and then asked if you knew what I meant. Like, you could probably know what I meant. It's, so when I say slay the dragon mentality, it's, the idea of when people go into, like, streams or videos or something, and, you do something that's hard, right? Or something that, like, not a lot of people have done. So let's say, like, I, for example, slay a dragon. And people are like, oh, wow, yeah, that's impressive. I've never slayed a dragon. Or, like, maybe I've slayed a dragon or something before, and, you know, it was difficult to do. But then it becomes, hey, did you slay the dragon with a sword? Why didn't you use a knife? It's like, oh, yeah, that does sound harder. Why did you use a toothpick? You know, it's the slay the dragon mentality of, well, did you slay the dragon the hardest way possible? Yeah, that's what a lot of people want to see, but I feel like ultimately then that's what's most entertaining, right? But I feel like what's most important is that you just slayed the dragon in the first place. If you want to add fun, special, crazy stuff to it, then that should only ever be considered extra. You know, you shouldn't go out of your way to try to make your other teammates also equip a toothpick to slay this dragon. That's kind of strange, I feel like, to request that. Well, I ended up kind of finishing up what I wanted to say all video. I feel like I could probably go into another video where I talk about how just not to take life too seriously and just, you know, take life for what it is. It's not, you know, not meant to be taken seriously. Life and all that fun stuff. I don't think I'm actually doing a single point of damage to him there. Maybe I was. I don't know. I'm watching the video along with you guys, so I know exactly like how much time I have left. Oh, do I actually kill him here? Oh, I think I do. Maybe. I don't know. I shouldn't spoil it for you guys. Who actually messaged me? Oh. Huh. Anyway, what was the last thing I talked about? Oh, yeah, so, I still wanted to do, I don't know if I ended up telling you guys why the video was delayed. So I didn't post a video up yesterday, and the reason I didn't post a video up yesterday, was, one, it was like New Year's Eve, but, two, I wanted to have an idea for a video, where I asked my, stepdad to, or excuse me, I asked my real dad, my biological father, to voice a character, because you end up finding out, a character in Legend of Dragon, sorry to spoil it for you, is, Dart's father, and, I thought, oh my god, who better to do it than my actual father? Like, how cool would that be? And he doesn't have very many lines of dialogue. I'd just be like a one video kind of deal. That's what I wanted, but unfortunately, I think he's busy, or he didn't have like the proper means to like accurately like see my screen and see what the text was, or maybe he didn't have an interest in it. Regardless, one way or another, it didn't work out. Maybe another time, or maybe like another person who, if they wanted to do a voice or something some other time. It's kind of like something fun, you know. I want to try to make the videos for that as entertaining as possible, because I feel like if I were to just play the game, even though I do my own like fun voices and stuff, it can only ever be so entertaining. So I remember how happy I was when I killed this guy, by the way. I was like jumping on my chair. I was like, yes, I killed this guy. Even though this was back in like April or something. I don't know. What is the date for this video? Hold on. I can tell you guys if you really want to know. Because I had recorded this a long time ago. Let's see here. June, February, March, April, May 18th. Woo. Nice. Maybe. No. Maybe not. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I got you. April 26th. I know how to count. Alright, well, I think I already killed this guy, so I'm really just kind of, you know, doing nothing here right now. But I will post the next Legend Dragoon video up here, probably after this one. Maybe tonight, is what I'm thinking of. It's 1:20 now, so I'll probably end up posting it tonight. And then we're going to end up posting the last video of disc 3, and we're going over to disc 4, and I'm starting to get nervous because I don't know what I'm going to play after disc 4, because I want to try to post a video every single day in this year. Maybe. I don't know. Should I do that? I don't feel like I should. Maybe I should. You know? Maybe I can do that. I don't know. That would be crazy. Would it be crazy? Yeah, I don't know. Alright guys. I'll see you later. Peace.